Today we're diving into a topic that has been generating a lot of questions, the new listing process for Oahu Real Estate, following the changes from the NAR settlement effective August 17th. Whether you're a homeowner looking to sell or just curious about the new process, this video will clarify what these changes mean and how to navigate them here in Hawaii. If you're new here, welcome to Living in Honolulu, Hawaii, where we talk about strategies to help you make better decisions about buying, selling, or investing on Oahu. My name is Duke, and I'm a real estate broker based in Honolulu. First off, let's address the key concepts you need to understand. As your listing agent, my primary duty is to you, the seller. This means always acting in your best financial interests. This is known as my fiduciary duty. Never reveal your lowest acceptable price to potential buyers upfront. It's crucial to maintain leverage during negotiations. Commissions for listing brokers and buyer brokers are now separate negotiations. This means two distinct conversations about compensation rather than a single, all-inclusive one. Our goal is to help you net the most money possible from the sale. This involves evaluating offers not just on price, but on terms and timing as well. These changes are not theoretical. They are already in effect in some markets and are working well. Now, let's break down the new listing structure. In the old way, we collected compensation for both listing and buyer brokers at the time of listing. Standard commissions were around 5 to 6%, split between listing and buyer agents. In addition to the purchase contract, there was a co-op broker agreement that detailed the commissions to be paid to the buyer's broker. In the new way, we will only secure our listing side compensation at the listing time. Buyer agent compensation is now part of the offer negotiation, typically ranging from 2 to 3%. Here are some common questions and concerns I've received. Will homes sell slower or for less money without upfront buyer agent commissions? No. Not necessarily. Data from markets where these changes are already implemented show no significant decrease in showing activity or sales. Buyers still prioritize finding the right home for their needs, regardless of agent compensation. This does not mean that you shouldn't pay buyer's agent commissions in general. It's just that it's no longer going to be preset and included in the total commissions paid to the listing broker. The big difference is that the buyer's agent can now be paid only by the seller via a concession or the buyer directly, but not the listing broker. How should we handle inquiries about buyer agent commissions? We respond as we would with any other negotiation. Submit your offer in writing and I'll present it to the seller. This keeps the conversation focused on the offer as a whole. What if you refuse to pay a buyer agent commission? Let me set clear expectations up front. Most offers will include a request for buyer agent compensation, and it's in your best interest to consider all offers based on net proceeds. You can absolutely decide to pay zero commissions to the buyer's agent, as has always been the case. However, let's say you get one offer at $600,000 with a 2.5% seller paid buyer's agent commission, which equals $15,000. Then you get a second offer of $550,000 with no buyer's agent commission. Which one would you pick? Most people would pick the first offer since the net amount is $585,000, which is higher than the $550,000 in the second offer. Remember, the goal is to consider all offers and pick the one that nets you the most. In the news, there have been a lot of misconceptions about this. Some people hear that you don't have to pay agents anymore, or that the days of the 6% commissions are gone. Let me help clear this up. If your goal is to get the highest net price for your home, we need to consider the most important tool in marketing your home, which is incentives. It's crucial to get the incentives right. Let's look at it from the supply and demand perspective. If the majority of the market is willing to offer a buyer's agent commission so that all the agents on Oahu will be motivated to bring their buyers, then it's in your interest to consider it as well. By refusing to pay the buyer's agent commission, you are disincentivizing the buyer that can't afford the additional closing costs to pay their agent. In order to net the most, it's best to get all the buyers in the marketplace to look at your property. Ultimately, allow me to negotiate the best possible net proceeds, terms, and price for you. What happens if the buyer contacts me directly? We will have a clear compensation plan for unrepresented buyers. Depending on the property, this could be around 4%. This can be a part of our initial agreement, potentially earning you a higher net amount if I procure the buyer directly. In summary, the new listing process simplifies negotiations and maintains transparency. It ensures that all parties are clear about compensation from the outset. While the approach has changed, the end goal remains the same: helping you net the most money from your property sale. Ultimately, the commissions paid to the listing side and buyer side have been decoupled, creating a separate negotiation for the buyer's agent commission. If you have a house on Oahu that you need to sell, please reach out. My contact info is in the description below. If you have any questions or need further clarification, drop a comment below. Let's discuss and navigate these changes together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think who might benefit from it. Until next time, happy selling.